I was itching to get back in the studio yesterday to tell you about some huge stuff that's gone down. And it wasn't because of my rash. I got that cleared up.
Hashtag gross.
Jason Aldean's PR company of 17 years dropped him because of Brittany Aldean's trans comments. Female comedian darling Tiffany Haddish and comedian Ari Spears have been accused of child sexual abuse. Tom Brady and Gisele Bündchen are in the middle of a massive fight in their marriage. Things are so bad she recently stormed out. Plus, I'll cover the conspiracy that actress Lea Michele can't read and more in Hot Take Tuesday. Really great show today, guys. I'm Alex Clark, and this is POPlitics. This really got swept under the rug late last week, and I think it is massive news. Jason Aldean's PR team of 17 years has quit, and I think we all know it's because of Brittany Aldean's comments being against transitioning children and her public fallout with female country stars.
To me, that's a very big deal.
I just don't get how anyone heard what she said and found it transphobic.
Give me a break.
It seems more like common sense, but that's a side conversation. The real story here is, behind the scenes, how big of a deal is it that Jason Aldean's PR team has now bailed on him because of his wife? Hollywood blind outlets like Bravo and Cocktails, who called this PR exit before it even happened, say that things are chaotic right now and people are heavily putting the pressure on Brittany to shut up. They're even alleging that Brittany may reel it in a little bit, but I'm not so sure.
There is no way in heck that I'm letting that happen.
What I'm concerned about is how this drama is affecting their relationship. No doubt Jason and Brittany share the same views, but he's one of the biggest acts in country music today. Her comments, which are unfairly seen as far right to the music industry, are gonna put stress on his career and his team. So what do you think happens? They double down or pull it back? One thing is certain in all of this, and that's to protect these cinnamon rolls at all costs.
Kind of you to go to war for me.
The next story is majorly messed up and very disturbing. Tiffany Haddish has risen to unbelievable levels of comedy fame in recent years. Plus, she's become a notable actress with films like Girls Trip and Night School. But her successful life has taken a dark turn now that she's being accused of child sexual abuse, along with comedian Ari Spears.
I'm gonna be cool. I just want to say hi, that's all. Wait, I'm gonna just say hello.
A little warning here for what is being alleged. The super left-leaning Daily Beast are the ones who dropped this bombshell story. They said that a Jane Doe and her younger brother allege in a new lawsuit that the comics recruited them into performing inappropriate, sexually suggestive acts in sketches when they were minors. Their mom worked in the comedy circuit, knew Tiffany very well, had an almost auntie, niece, and nephew type of relationship. But in a lawsuit filed last Monday night, Jane Doe is an anonymous plaintiff for both herself and her brother, a minor. They are saying that Haddish and Ari Spears got them to perform inappropriate acts on camera in 2013 when the girl was 14 and her brother was 7.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, Tiffany went there. Oh, God, that just happened.
The lawsuit states that Haddish allegedly told the child that she discovered a perfect role for her very own commercial. Except Jane and her mom had no idea what the shoot would consist of, per the lawsuit. Apparently, just Haddish and Ari Spears knew the plot. Once the 14-year-old arrived at the studio, Spears and Haddish asked Jane to watch them act out a scene of them eating a sub sandwich in a suggestive manner from opposite ends, moaning and making sexual noises as they both ate the sandwich in a manner that simulated the act of fellatio, according to the lawsuit. Haddish asked the girl to simulate the same things that she had just seen them do on camera. Then 1 year later, Haddish allegedly came to the girl's mother again with a similar pitch that would include Jane's little brother, John. However, allegedly the comedian told the family that John would just be filming a sizzle reel for Nickelodeon, and instead the suit alleges the 7-year-old actually starred in a video that was posted on Funny or Die and other online platforms titled Through a Pedophile's Eyes. What they made this child do in this video is so disturbing and vile, I'm not even gonna go into it on POPlitics.
Great, superb, excellent, good.
The full Daily Beast article has the info, though, if you want to read it yourself. I think it's important to note that a representative for Funny or Die told the Daily Beast in a statement, Funny or Die found this video absolutely disgusting and would never produce such content. We were not involved with the conceptualization, development, funding, or production of this video. It was uploaded to the site as user-generated content and was removed in 2018 immediately after becoming aware of its existence.
We knew you could do it!
After filming this video, the little boy called his mom crying, and that's when Tiffany tried to tell their mom, well, I just don't think acting was for him. The mom was like, what the heck are you talking about? Something is clearly wrong. My son is crying. For the next week, the mother tried to contact Ari Spears for the footage, but he kept giving her the runaround and then claimed to have deleted it.
Typical.
4 years later, a gossip site described the video, and that is how the mother found out the truth. And now they're in a full-blown lawsuit. Absolutely insane story that will probably not get much coverage at all because Tiffany Haddish is a black female in comedy. But hopefully this blows up, and if this turns out to be true, pray these children get justice.
There is an evil in this world.
Things might be a little deflated in the marriage department for Tom Brady and Gisele Bündchen, and it is 5 orange juicy.
Next time I'll deflate all your balls, friend.
You know how Tom retired and then was like, LOL, JK, I'm back, baby?
Snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap.
Sources say Gisele has not been happy about this, and honestly, I don't blame her. In 2020, Tom admitted to Howard Stern that his career has put tons of stress and pressure on Gisele because she feels like she's on her own a lot, taking care of everything with the kids and the house. It's been an open point of contention in their marriage, and I think Gisele took a sigh of relief when her husband finally announced his retirement, and then when he took it back, she was probably like, are you freaking kidding me? Hang up being the football star and start hanging out around the house as our kid's dad. You're too old for football now, and why isn't your family enough? Rumor is she stormed out of the house recently, and they've been spending time apart because she is furious. And now that we know all of this, his recent cryptic press conference answer makes more sense.
It's all personal, you know, everyone's got different situations they're dealing with, so we all have really unique challenges to our life, and, you know, I'm 45 years old, man. There's a lot of going on, so, you know, you just gotta try to figure out life the best you can, and, you know, it's a continuous process, so.
So the conservative court question is, are you team Tom Brady? You know, he still has some time to play football, and since it's what he loves, he should get to do it a little longer. Or are you team Gisele, that he should have stuck with his original decision to retire?
Smurfs.
I know those stories were so good, but there's more.
Hot Take Tuesday.
Governor Newsom urged California residents to turn their thermostats to 78 degrees, even though it's been over 100 outside because their power grid might implode. This is exactly why this whole everyone should only drive electric cars thing is such a disaster. They can't get their crap together. It's like they expected residents to just die of heat strokes over the holiday weekend. California CUTEservatives, was your weekend extra hot or did you turn up the thermostat? And were there any blackouts where you were?
My old friend, I've come to talk with you again.
Lea Michele says that rumors of her not being able to read are sexist and makes the point that no one would say that if she were a man. Now, it's been a long time rumor that she can't read, and honestly, she blamed it on sexism, but she didn't exactly deny it.
You've probably heard the conspiracy theory that Lea Michele can't read, so here's the whole tea on the rumor and why it started.
What is that word?
It started because 2 podcasters realized that Lea Michele never responded to the piping hot tea Naya Rivera wrote about her in her book, and then one of them remembered that he heard she couldn't read. Because she grew up doing Broadway, so she never had time to finish school. And then she went straight into Glee.
And the Emmy goes to...
dumb.
They found evidence like whenever there's a picture of her signature, she's just underlining it. She actually has 2 books, but neither have a lot of words in them. One just has photos, workouts, and recipes, and the other is a journal so the buyer can write in it. And whenever she's at a book signing, apparently she never signs the book, she just holds the pen for a photo. A lot of her Instagram captions are just emojis. And on the rare occasion she does use words in the caption, it's her assistant who writes them. Apparently she always has her phone. On a Gleecast Ellen appearance, they were playing Cards Against Humanity, and she wouldn't look through a card, she would just pick the one on top. And apparently she would only work with Ryan Murphy on shows because he knew her secret, so he would feed her lines verbally. Before I say what Lea thought about this, make sure you follow so you finally know the craziest conspiracy theories about these celebrities and request you want to see next.
Not only do I have to memorize pages and pages, they've got to send it to NYU, like most bizarre thing that's ever happened in my life.
And according to the New York Post, a prominent psychiatrist who called President Trump and his loyalists mentally ill failed to get her job back after Yale University dumped her.
Sometimes it just sucks to suck.
Now, if I delivered on yet another 5 Orange Juicy show today, heart or thumbs up, on a scale of 1 to 10, how shocked were you about those Tiffany Haddish allegations? Do you think Lea Michele can read or no? And will Brittany Aldean be dialing down her political comments in order to soften the blow for Jason Aldean? DM this episode to someone who is obsessed with the Aldeans, ask them what they think about this, and then click the save button, please, to support the show as always. We're back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. It's pop culture without the propaganda every single day. I'm Alex Clark, and this is POPlitics.
Clearly, POPlitics is best served visually, but you can also listen to POPlitics if you just want the audio. Subscribe to us anywhere you get your podcasts: Apple, Spotify, iHeart, TuneIn, and more. Also, make sure that if you are listening to the podcast version, you leave us a 5-star review. And don't forget, subscribe to POPlitics on YouTube.